What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. On today's little adventure, I'm going to be putting on some new adjustable rear spring perches for the twin turbo car. It already has some nifty Viking adjustables back there right now, just on the stock springs. Never got to like drive it around with those since they're like brand new. But yeah, so I'm going to be putting those on, and then we were lucky enough today and Racetronics came through with some new bulkheads fittings for the fuel pump top hat, because as you know, that car does not have the S12 fuel pump top hat in it. Here, I'll show you guys. It's got the 371 in it, because like I said, every wire from this car is actually a 370. Like, I mean, there's a 370 loom harness that comes through here, whoop, goes to the back, and comes back here. So hold on a second, we're gonna have to change this up so that way we can get some light. Alright, so under here I've already got the bolts out for it. It's just the 4 right there. But yeah, under this I have the 370 fuel pump and the whole assembly and everything put into the tank. But as you can see, there's only a fuel sending line. There's no return line. But this car is set up with return lines and shit. They're all up in there because normally the factory had one. But since I'm turboing the car, I'm going to be putting a return line setup into it, which we already did part 1 of that a little while ago. And that was, oh god, I put the wiring up here. That was this adapter piece we have right here. So this is the fuel in, and then it goes through the rail, and then here's the fuel out, and it goes down here to the pressure regulator, and then the bottom of the pressure regulator goes to the, obviously back to the tank and goes out. So I'm going to be putting in a new top hat. I have a bunch to choose from now, so I got this one that's like really nice, stock pump in it still. I got this one that's really nice, and it's got a brand new Quantum 340 in there for E85 as well, if you can read it. Of course, there we go. And then I got like a Walbro and a couple others, and then I got some new ones in the box too. But so I'm gonna probably be using one of these 2 top hats. But as you can see, the factory top hats, someone tried to fix this one over the time, and I'm sure it still works, but I'm not trusting that for a high flow pump. And then same thing with these ones, like, you know, if they're wiggling around, they probably don't have the best connection. Cracked, shitty. So we're gonna put some new bulkheads in the top of them, switch the top hats back over to the factory style top hat for the car, and we should be able to dial in the fuel at least and get this thing closer to going. So super excited about that. And the springs were just kind of an added benefit too, because can't have half of a good suspension and not the rest of it. So we're gonna put that in there today. Alright, once you get the car jacked up and all the wheels off, it's gonna be super easy. Just pull off the 17 nut right there, and then I'm basically just gonna lift up on this and push the bolt out, and then let it sit on the jack stand, and then I'll probably pop that down like that, but have my leg here so that way it doesn't just fly out. But yeah, we'll get this thing lowered down, disconnected from the shock, and get this pulled out, and then we'll get the new ones put in. So yep, I'll get to doing that right now. Alright, we got one side done. Now you can see the height difference on these things is quite a bit. So, but it's in. Looks good. I like it. It was a pain in the ass. Apparently these rear trailing arms don't sag down as far as the 300ZXs, because the 300ZXs I could just unhook the shock and like step down on the hub and just push down really hard and then just basically kick the spring out, but not these S12 ones. They don't go down that far, so I had to use the spring compressor right there, and I could only really fit one on it, but it was good enough to pop it off. So happy with that. Looks good. Whoops, here we go. Looks all nice and shiny. So we'll see how low it sits when we get the other one on and drop her down. Alright, we're all back together now. So, looking good. Car's now the same height, if not maybe even a little lower than my other car. So, that's looking good. Nice and flush. I like that. We'll just have to get our front coilovers here pretty soon and get rid of all this wheel gap. She'll look good when she's slammed down. But I think I'm going to do the fueling stuff tomorrow and just have that as a separate video. So that's it for this one. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any ideas or anything, go ahead and jot them down. But till next time.